I'm going to be taking you through a hip strengthening workout. All you need is a mini band and a heavy dumbbell. Anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds should work. All right, we're gonna put that band right around our ankles to start off with. So make sure that your feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. So tension on that band. We're gonna sit in a squat. So not all the way, just a little bit. And we're gonna step our ankles out. So holding that squat the whole time, just stepping in and out. We're gonna be here for a minute. So make sure you're just keeping that squat, not lifting up, belly tucked in tight, chest up, and just stepping in and out. Doesn't have to be too big. Just keep that tension on that band. All right. You can always take breaks when you need to. This is all we're doing. 1 minute. All right, you got about 15 more seconds here. Then we're gonna lay down on our back for a glute bridge. You're gonna put that band right above your knees. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead. Put that band right above your knees. You're gonna lay down on the ground, back is flat. So little tension in the band just right above your knees. Then dig your heels into the ground. You're gonna lift your hips up and down. So squeeze your glutes, dig your heels into the ground, and just squeeze your butt at the top. We're gonna be here for a minute, warming up our glutes, our butt, and just squeeze your butt as tight as you can when you get to the top, and then release. So dig your heels into the ground, tension stays on that band, and then you can just leave your hands right by your sides. Okay, you got about 10 more seconds here. Then we're gonna flip over to a right side plank. So on your right forearm, in 5, 4, 3, give me about 2 more. 1. All right, now come over to your right side plank. So forearm on the ground, make sure that your shoulder is stacked above that elbow. All I want you to do is just lift your hips straight up. You can cross your ankles like this or keep them right over the other, whichever is more comfortable for you. You can lift up. We're gonna hold it here for 30 seconds. If you want more core, you can lift your hips up and down. You can have your hand right here or by your side or on your hip. And then just hold it here. You got about 10 more seconds. Then we're gonna come over to our left side. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now flip over to your left side. Same thing, left side plank. Shoulders stacked above your elbow. Make sure you're not overextending. Ankles crossed or right above each other. And then just lift your hips straight up. You can reach your hand up, or you can have it down. You can lift your hips up or by your side. Holding it here again for 30 seconds, or you can just hold it. Nice, you got about 10 more seconds here. Then this is where you can grab your one heavy weight. You don't need it. In 3, 2, 1. So you can grab your one heavy weight if you have it, or if you don't have it, it's totally fine. All you're going to do is just give me a sit up. So feet planted on the ground. That band is still around your knees. Grab your one heavy weight if you have it. Keep it close to your chest. I just want you to go down slow. Plant your heels into the ground. Come up quick. So down slow. Nice. We're going to be here for 30 seconds. Then we're going to hollow hold with this weight or without the weight. Nice. You got about 10 more seconds here. Then I want you to hollow hold. Give me one more. In 3, 2, 1. So if you have that weight, hold it up to your chest. Now, relax your shoulders. And all we're going to do is just give ourselves a little flutter kick. So just feet fluttering right in front of you. Chest stays nice and tall. Crown of your head nice and tall. And we're here for 30 seconds. You got about 15 more seconds here. Nice. Okay. After this, we're going to lay back down for that glute bridge. This time, weight on our pelvis. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, so band is around your knees. This time, we're going to put that weight on top of our pelvis. We're going to spice up the glute bridge a little bit. We're going to add an abduction at the top. All you're going to do is just bring your knees out, keeping tension on that band. Heels still dig into the ground. So if you do have your heavy weight on top of your pelvis like this, dig your heels into the ground. Lift your hips up just like we did in our warm-up. Now, add the abduction at the top. Knees go out, in, back down. So make sure you're keeping that squeeze at the top. Bringing your knees out, then back in, and down. Nice. We're here for 1 full minute. Try and get as many reps in as you can. Make sure that your heels are digging into the ground. Opening your knees, close, back down, squeezing your glutes at the top. Nice. Okay. More than halfway there. Then we're going to start some unilateral work. So we're going to do everything on our right side. In 10. Give me 1 more. Hold it at the top, open it, then back down. Good job. Now we're going to be doing everything on our right leg, firing up that right glute. Then we'll break it up, and then we'll do everything on the left side. So we're going to start off with a single leg deadlift. If you have your heavy weight, you're going to hold it in your left hand, okay? So right foot is forward. That weight is in your right heel, digging into your right heel. That left foot barely touches the ground behind you. Roll your shoulders back. Weight is in your left hand. You're just going to hinge from your hips and then squeeze your butt at the top. So that tension is staying in your right butt cheek. You're just hinging, rolling your shoulders back. Back is flat, belly tucked in tight, then squeezing at the top. So we're here for 1 minute. Rolling your shoulders back, then squeezing at the top. And as your weight goes down, your gaze goes down at the same time. You can always do this without the weight. Just make sure your left foot barely has any weight on the ground. Nice, you got about 15 more seconds here. Then we're just gonna pop that weight up to our chest for a reverse lunge. Still doing the right side. Give me 1 more. Okay, so weight goes up to your chest. Right foot still digging into the ground. All we're doing is just bring that left foot back for that reverse lunge. So make sure your hips are squared. Just bring that left foot back. Knee is stacked above that ankle. Squeeze your butt at the top. You're here for 1 minute. Still firing up that right glute. Digging that right heel into the ground. Chest stays nice and tall. Got about 15 more seconds. Still gonna fire up the right glute. We're just gonna drop our weight, come down to the floor on our knees. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, go ahead, drop your weight. Now for the fire hydrant, make sure that your shoulders are stacked above your wrists. All you're going to do is just bring your right leg out,
Make sure that equal weight as much as you can in both hands, and then squeezing that glute at the top. You're here for 30 seconds. So try not to put all of your weight on that right hand. Make sure that you have some weight on that left, and then bringing it up as much as you can. Good. You're here for another 5. Then we're going to take that foot back and extend it long. Heel is flexed. Same thing, equal weight on both hands. You're just going to bring that foot back, extend it long. You're just going to bring it in and out. So heel stays flexed. Try and bring it in just below your elbow, then extend it long. Squeezing, always squeezing that right glute at the top for a kickback. Still on our right side. If your band comes up, you can always just adjust it, bring it back down. Good. Give me 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay. So done with the right side. Back to that side plank. On your right arm, lift your hips up here for 30 seconds. Same thing, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Can have it on your hip or down, or just hold it here, lift your hips up and down. Make sure that your shoulders not going above your elbows, still stacked in that straight line. Good, you have 5 more seconds here. Then you're gonna switch over to your left side. And 3, 2, 1, nice job. Okay, so now left side plank, same thing. Modifications if you need it. And then reach up. Shoulders stacked above your elbow. And then, or it could be, hand can be on your hip, lifting your hips up and down. Or you can have it on your side, on the floor, above. Whatever you do on the right, try and do on the left to even it out. So if you had your hand above on the right, try and do that on the left as well. All right, you got 3, 2, 1. Cool. So now you're going to grab that heavy weight. Again, we're going to go back to that sit-up. So band is around your knees. Grab your one heavy weight. If you don't have a weight, totally fine. Lay down flat on your mat. So either that weight is at your chest or without the weight, dig your heels into the ground, come up fast, and then go down slow. You're only here for 30 seconds. Try and dig your heels into the ground as much as you can. Make sure they're not lifting off of that floor. Good. So you can keep this right at your chest. So think about less lifting from your shoulders, more lifting from your lower abdominals. Chin faces up to the ceiling. Good. You're here for another 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold that weight at your chest. Lift your feet up. Relax your shoulders. Chin faces a little bit higher. You're just going to give me leg flutters. 30 seconds right here. Firing up that core for another 20. Nice, you got about 10 more seconds here. You have 5, 4. We're gonna lay down for that glute bridge. 3, 2, 1. So just lay down on the floor. Bring that weight to your pelvis. Now we're gonna do the same thing that we did before we did the right side. We're gonna lift our hips up, dig your heels into the ground, hips up, then open that band. Close it, bring it back down. So when you're lifting, lift, booty up, squeeze, then out, back down to the floor. So just tap your butt to the ground, then lift, out, in, down. Try and speed it up a little bit. Once you get comfortable, you can bring your heels in closer to you if you want more. Nice. All right, you're here for a full minute, more than halfway there.
Good, 10 more seconds here. Try and lift it up for the last time. Hold it a little bit tighter. Open, squeeze, back down. Nice job. Okay. Now we're going to do everything we just did on the left side. So, with or without your weight, we're going to do our left single leg deadlift. Left heel digs into the ground. You're going to hold that weight in your right hand this time. So pick up that weight or without the weight. Make sure that foot is barely touching the ground. If anything, you're just going to hinge from your hips. Then squeeze that left glute at the top. Roll your shoulders back. Hinge. Back is flat, belly tucked in tight. Squeeze. Good. So as your weight goes down just above your shin, you'll bring it up, squeeze at the top. Make sure your gaze is going down as the weight goes down. It's going to help you hinge from your hips even further. Good. We're here for a full minute. Go down slow and try to think about up quick, then squeezing that butt at the top. Good. If that weight gets too heavy, take a little break, roll your shoulders back, then go again. Keeping that weight in your left heel. Got about 10 more seconds here. Then we're going to pop that weight up to your chest. We got that reverse lunge in 3, 2, 1. All right, now pop that weight up to your chest. Left heel still digs into the ground. We're just going to bring that right foot back, then up here for a full minute. So that knee is stacked above that ankle. We're still firing up that left glute. Make sure your hips are staying squared, not tilting. And then just bring it back and forth. You don't need to overextend that back leg too much. Make sure you're really digging that heel into the ground. Good. You can lean forward a little bit, but the more you lean forward, you're going to get into your quad instead of your glute. Good. Nice. Got about 15 more seconds here. Then we're going to get down for that fire hydrant on our left side. You have 10. You have 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, now drop that weight, fire hydrant on the left side. Hips are squared, belly tucked in tight, shoulders stacked above your wrists. You're just going to bring your left leg out, then back down. Make sure you're not tilting your hips too much. So I know you want to put all that weight in your right hand. Try and give your weight a little bit on that left too. And then hold it up for like 2, bring it back down. Nice. Rolling here for 30 seconds. Then we're going to take that leg back for a kick back, still on that left side. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now, flex that heel, bring it right behind you, lift it up, then in. So we're just kicking it back. Try and lift it up a little bit more when you get back. So take your hips, push them back a little bit more. Make sure you're not overextending on your wrists. Lift it back, then back in. Only 30 seconds here. Good, you got about 10 more seconds. Then we'll recover for a little bit. In 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay. All right, we only have 1 more minute left. We're going to finish off with a forearm plank, so a little core and then a 30-second cardio burst. So on your forearm plank, you can either bring your feet out like this or click them together. Core, belly button tucked in tight. Squeeze your butt. You're just going to hold it here for 30 seconds. So make sure that back is flat, belly tucked in tight. If you want extra abs, you can shift your weight forwards and backwards, or you can just hold it. We're here for another 10 seconds. Then you can either get on your hands or keep it on your elbows. You have plank jacks to finish. Last little cardio burst in 3, 2, 1. So
Either your legs are going in and out, or if that's too much for you, bring it up to your hands. Open your legs in and out. Get your heart rate up to finish. You're almost done. You got about 10 more seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That is the end of your hip strengthening workout. Hope your glutes feel good, your core feels nice. Enjoy it.